Hello everyone and welcome to Immortal Realm. In today's video, we will be talking about manhwas where the main character is too overpowered. This is the part 2 of the previous video which I made on OPMCs. Number 10 on our list is Transition Academy. Seo Jun, who had been working in order to pay off his dead parents' debt and to attend a hunter academy, ended up needing to spend all his savings for surgery due to an unfortunate accident. In this moment of despair, a weird ad played, "You can become an awakener." He decides to register since he has nothing else to lose. Mr. Kim Seo Jun, welcome to the Transition Academy. The Hunter Academy is on a different dimension than other Hunter Academies. But here is a catch. In other Hunter Academies, the techniques are average or it might be good. But in Transition Academy, the skills are all godly. And our main character soon comes to realize this. Number 9 on our list is I'll be taking a break for personal reasons. Our main character here is a failed third-rate web novel author, Yu Il-shin. Don't start praying for him just in case because you think that he's a god. Well, Yu Il-shin means god. But don't you think it is too much for a third-rate web novel author? This foul world where only hunters are appreciated. But even if you awaken as a hunter, not all hunters end up the same. A life dependent on hunter rank which normally wouldn't change once it's been said. One day, our main character was able to awaken just as he had desperately wanted. But his awakened ability is somewhat strange. In this little world, interconnected to his smartphone, those insignificant and weak ants that are being slaughtered by our main character and another group of ants who consider our main character as their god. But do you know something interesting? The more the main character plays the game in the mobile phone, the more stronger he becomes in the real life. Well, isn't that amazing? Number 8 on our list is Heavenly Inquisition Sword. Yes, I know that in this manhwa the main character is weak, but he is only weak for about 4 to 5 chapters. After that, he gains strength and becomes overpowered. And after a few more chapters, he becomes unbeatable. Yeon Jioka was the child of a second wife, viciously bullied by his father's first wife and his siblings. He was later imprisoned in a warehouse after his father died of illness. It has been 10 years since his escape after he had learned martial arts that were out of the world. This unstoppable adventure of the sole successor of the Heavenly Inquisition sword, Yeon Jioka, begins now. Now, if you are thinking that the main character is on the cold side or on the badass side, then you might be wrong because the main character here is very naive and innocent. The art of this manhwa is good, so make sure to give it a read. Number 7 on our list is My Dad is Too Strong. Now this might be an old manhwa and all those veteran manhwa readers might have already read it, but each and every day we are getting new subscribers who are new to this world of manhwa, so let's introduce them with this masterpiece. A scatterbrained, talentless civil servant returned as the heavenly demon. He now wished to live the rest of his life peacefully as his days in the Morim world were full of conflict and bloodshed. However, one day a little girl comes to his house and says that please be my father until I graduate, and he suddenly gains a daughter out of nowhere. At first, this manhwa was a bit awkward, but as you start reading more and more chapters, you will start to love it. Our main character is too overpowered, even the dragons cannot scratch him and are afraid by him. He is unbeatable and an absolute monster. Number 6 on our list is Warrior High School Dungeon Raid Department. This is a new manhwa and it has awesome art. The main character is also overpowered. An earth in the 21st century that has fused with another world, an era of dungeons teeming with monsters and the adventurers that raid them. Also the most elite educational facility in South Korea that fosters these young adventurers. Warrior High School. Although our main character was once considered the greatest adventurers in Asia, he had been accused with false charges and while dungeon smuggling in order to pay for his sick father's medical treatment. Yu Jae-ryong comes across one teen. You there, get in Warrior High School. This is a story about a young man who has lost his dream, hiding his identity, finding himself once again. This is a very good manhwa, although I have one complaint to the author that the updating speed is a bit slow, except that each and everything is good about this manhwa. Number 5 on our list is Return of the SSS class Ranker. This manhwa is new and each and every RPG manhwa lover is going crazy about this manhwa. Loken was the king of violence who reigned as the strongest in the virtual reality game The Lord. Unfortunately, the assassination order issued by an enemy guild caused him to lose everything. To his surprise, the next time he woke up, he had returned back to 3 years ago. Brats, just you wait, I'll devour you all. Thus, a new story begins as Roken, who traveled back in time, climbs his way back to the top. This is quite an interesting manhwa, so make sure to read it. Number 4 on our list is my personal favorite, Memoir of the King of War. Dan Sayu, a descendant of the Goryeo, greatly reprimands the central district for the sake of his friend whom he treasures the most. He reigns every battle and no one could stop him. All of these things that the main character does is just for revenge and also for finding his sister. Actually, it is technically his friend's sister that was kidnapped many years ago. Our main character at the start might be a bit weak, but after training he becomes too overpowered. The art of this manhwa is very beautiful and the story is very intriguing. Number 3 on our list is Sword Fanatic Wanders Through the Night. The mystic lunar dance troupe took in Jin Sohan as an orphan and he spent his childhood with them. But one day, one of the 4 great demons, the Venom demon, discovered that he was special and kidnapped him. After all kinds of tests, he decided to raise him as his disciple. 10 years later, Jin Sohan tried to look for the traces of the mystic lunar dance troupe, but the sword dance troupe had already been destroyed by the hands of the unorthodox faction that is now ruling over his hometown. Blinded by rage, our main character starts his journey for revenge. This is a very good manhwa with beautiful art, likable main character and an awesome plot. Make sure to read it. Number 2 on our list is Duke Pendragon. Born as the successor of a low-ranking noble household, Ravenwart wears the sin of plotting a rebellion against the Empire. To be granted amnesty, he was sent to fight demons alongside the worst cop of the Empire, the Demon Cop. Most say that it is a place where many won't survive for even a year, but Raven somehow managed to survive for 10. When his amnesty was in front of his eyes on his last battlefield, he met the successor of the Pendragon Duke household, Alan Pendragon. And later, he was then betrayed by his own corps members and they kill him. He then gets reincarnated in the past into the body of the successor of the Pendragon household. And on number 1, we have the absolute masterpiece, the legendary mechanic. Han Xiao, who boosted accounts for users of the online game Star Ocean, traveled through time via unknown power and landed in a world created by the beta version game. He became an NPC with a player's panel. Without hesitation, he chose his favorite career and became a mechanic. Using his skills learned from the previous life, he accessed instances ahead of others and played his role as an NPC to fool other players. Step by step, the rookie became a powerful figure who dominated the game. In this manhwa, the main character is overpowered, the story is good, the plot is good, and the art is also good. Thank you for watching the video. If you loved the video, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Have a very beautiful day.